This is my first time taking the Crux trailer camping without Chris.
Town on a hot summer day. You're like a throw the dart, hit the map, we're on our way. You're like a long stretch of highway, the wind in your hair. You're like a take me there, anywhere, I don't care. Oh yeah, everywhere is better when I'm with you. Yeah, keep the wheels spinning, drop it down and groove.
As a teacher, I have a little bit more wiggle room in my schedule during the week than Chris. So I decided to plan a girls' camping trip with my best friend, Dawn. Dawn and I decided to do our camping trip at Janes Island State Park. It's on the lower eastern shore in Crisfield, Maryland. Because we were camping during the week, we were able to snag one of the beautiful waterfront sites. This is also the first time that we used the bottom annex portion of the Crux trailer as a separate sleeping space. I purchased a twin-size blow-up mattress, and it still gave us plenty of room in the annex to change and walk around. After getting the Crux trailer all set up, we got in the car and we drove to this drive-through liquor store to buy Dawn's favorite drink, which are the half and half twisted teas. We took our chairs down to the water's edge, sat there drinking our twisted teas, and watched the beautiful sunset over Janes Island.
I understand that, but it should be over the bed.
The only downside to Janes Island is that it has a really bad deer fly problem, and when those suckers bite you, it hurts. And I have to admit, leading up to this trip, I did have a bit of anxiety about it, so I started to research everything I could on how to combat the deer fly problem. And that's where this little gadget attached to my shirt comes in. I purchased this at Ace before we left, and I clipped it onto my shirt for the entire trip, and it worked. We didn't have any deer fly problems at all. So the next morning we woke up and I made us some coffee, and I made us breakfast. Now, normally I am not the one to do the cooking on these camping trips. Chris always does it. So as you can see, my breakfast does not look very appetizing at all. But at least we had this beautiful view to look out on as we ate it. So the main reason why we chose Janes Island State Park for our girls' camping trip is because it's known for their water trails. We took our kayaks with us and we decided to take the yellow trail, which takes you from the campsite out to the Tangier Sound, which is this private, gorgeous beach that sits right on the Chesapeake Bay. The journey from the campsite to the beach was about a 2-mile kayak trip. The winds weren't too bad, but we were paddling against the current getting out there. But it was so relaxing and so enjoyable. When we arrived to the beach, we just pulled our kayaks ashore. We laid out our towels. Dawn had packed us a picnic lunch with sandwiches and, of course, our twisted teas. And we just spent the rest of the day relaxing. We laid out. Whenever it got really hot, we'd jump into the water and swim. We took walks up and down the beach and everything, looking for hermit crabs. It was just the best day ever. The kayak trip back was a breeze. We had the wind behind us, pushing us all the way back, and we arrived in time to see one last gorgeous sunset to top off this wonderful girls' trip with Dawn and I.